This is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's Bernard's Bengals going up against Forte's Jets. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. On the return, it's Brandon Tate. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
And there's no substitute for experience in this league. And what it usually leads to, a whole lot of confidence. Andy Dalton is sharp with where to go with the football now. I think he sees reads before they actually even happen. He can sense them now. And he is one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
Former Tar Heel, Giovanni Bernard. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And in the backfield out of this starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Dalton throwing on second down. Green with a catch left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And for A.J. Green, he certainly had everybody in Cincinnati holding their collective breath when he banged knees, had to come out of the Week 3 preseason game in Jacksonville, but afterwards says he's going to be okay.
And you heard the exhale.
A big exhale.
All the way from Cincinnati, didn't you? A.J. Green did say he's going to be okay and should be ready for the season. No way that he's going to play in Week 4 of the preseason. But they definitely have to have him. Tyler Eifert out for a good portion of the season right now as he tries to work his way back. Remember, they lost some guys in free agency, too, Mohamed Sanu and Marvin Jones.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. 3rd down from the gun, Dalton. He's got time. Still back there. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep is Jeremy Ross. 36 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Jets take possession. Two receivers left, one to the right. Fitzpatrick on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And Charles, switching gears for a second. Rosters trimmed to 75 as of 4 p.m. Tuesday. What are some of the early surprises you saw?
Well, how about Paul Kruger, the outside linebacker in Cleveland? I thought he would adapt really well to their new system. He's gone. Ruben Randall, a wide receiver we thought had big value. He's gone from Philadelphia. And how about our guy, Terrence Knighton? Huh? The big fella, gone from New England. What did he put out on social media on the way out?
He said, it's been real, New England. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Back deep for the Bengals, Adam Jones. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Start on the ground here with Bernard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. A couple of Jets there in on the stop. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
All right, let's roll the highlights. Folks gonna boot it away. Tate's going to get a good return going here, and he's tackled but not before picking up 24 yards on the kickoff. Bengals later on the drive, the pass will be completed into coverage, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to their own 32-yard line. Sticking with the same drive, they're gonna come away with another sack here. This ends up as a loss of 7. We go to the second quarter. It's going to be a screen to Forte, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 5. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. No points in this one yet, but we'll hand it back over to a man who's always on point. That's Brandon Guy.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. What a spin. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengals defense getting ready to go again. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. Let's see if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3-and-out. First down, Fitzpatrick. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it's first down, New York.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So 3 quarters in the book, still no one on the scoreboard. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football, but the guys on the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Fitzpatrick. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Now Fitzpatrick. Surveying the field. And that is incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Complete to Amaro on the right side. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Forte, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Following the penalty, it's Forte. And he is good. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one is right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So it took a while to get something, anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
And now this becomes a question of, can they make this stand up? The defense has been impeccable thus far, and now they need to go out and finish strong.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. The return man is Mario Alford. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. Finding time. He drops it off for Bernard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down. And they'll get the spike off with 6 seconds to go. Ten yards still left on second down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's...